A lot of shit has happened this year. In my opinion, I believe this is the most controversial year of the decade, for both good and bad. So for today, I wanted to list my opinion on the top 10 W's of 2019. And yes, on New Year's Eve at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be uploading the top 10 L's as well. Alright, let's get started with number 10, Sonic the Hedgehog. Back in late April, it was revealed that Sonic the Hedgehog was getting his own movie. And oh boy, this became mainstream on the internet because Sonic's design was just so fucking ugly. I mean, where in the absolute circles of hell was this made? But later down the road, Paramount actually did something unexpected. They fixed his design. He actually looks like Sonic the Hedgehog, and not a Chinese knockoff named Sonic the Hedgeman. Now, why is something this little in the list? Well, I didn't know what else to put here. I mean, I imagine this movie won't be great anyways, cause game-based movies usually flop. Anyways, number 9, the revival of Minecraft. Back in the early 2010s, Minecraft was the shit. It was talked about and played a lot, but something happened. This game suddenly wasn't talked about that much around 2015 to 2018, which was around the same time Microsoft bought the IP. I don't know. The only Minecraft memes popular those years were the ironic song parodies. But this year, something just made Minecraft spark again. I believe that the cursed Minecraft images at the beginning of the year made people talk about this game again. You know what? I think that's pretty cool that those memes shine light on this game again. But anyways, let's talk about number 8, Belle Delphine. Around, I believe, June of this year, Belle Delphine posted on her Instagram that if she got 1 million likes on a certain post, that she would create a Pornhub account. This got all of her simps and boomer cartoonists excited. Oh boy, Belle Delphine's about to do free porn. However, some other people were thinking, nah, this is a joke. She's pranking y'all. If she doesn't even get nude on her paid Snapchat and Patreon, what makes you think she's gonna get nude on Pornhub for free? And before you ask, no, I did not buy her Patreon or her Snapchat. It was leaked on the hub a while back and it made itself onto the front page. You can research it for yourself. Here's a lesson to all my brothers. Never buy a Thoughts Premium Snapchat or Patreon. You're a loser if you do so, and you'll more than likely get scammed. Anyways, long story short, the people who did predict that Belle Delphine was making a big prank were right. But no, this ain't about what she did. This is about what someone named Ashley the dog did. This dude came up from the heavens and said, "Thou shalt not commit thottery," and used his smite of justice to take down her account. This caused an outroar on the internet. Simps got furious. How dare you smite the queen, you fucking incel? And this is what inspired my Thought Patrol series, just so you know. Anyways, let's get to number 7, Mixer. Back in July of this year, Twitch's biasness towards e-girls was put in the spotlight thanks to a certain thought who I'll call Copy Strikes McGee. Not trying to get into full detail into this video, but the internet shined a light on Twitch because they allowed the e-girls on the site to break terms of service and be protected class because of money and free nudes. So a competitive streaming site called Mixer, which is owned by Microsoft, saw this as the perfect opportunity to compete with Twitch. And what did they do, you might ask? Well, I'll tell you. They paid Ninja and Shroud to move from Twitch over to Mixer, 2 of the top most watched Twitch streamers. And most were like, alright, let's see Twitch become irrelevant. But of course, some people got angry at this. One fun example of this is someone who I'll call, "I'm an angry shill for Twitch and my camera focuses on my nose all the time." Of course, certain Twitch streamers hated Ninja and Shroud for moving to Mixer because for one, they didn't get the deal, and for two, they're shills for Twitch, and without Twitch, they're fucking nobodies. Anyways, big W for you, Mixer. Now, let's get to number 6, Team Trees. This year, Mr. Beast reached 20 million subs on YouTube. And for reaching 20 million subs, he created a goal to plant at least 20 million trees by January 2020 by donating to Team Trees. Every dollar donated was one tree planted. And wouldn't you know, that goal was reached. So I would just like to say good job to Mr. Beast, Team Trees, and everyone who donated to their official site. You're doing good work. Speaking of something good, it's number 5. PACT. This year, Congress straightened the 2010 bill called the Preventing Animal Cruelty and Torture Act, shortened PACT Act. The act made the law to where animal abuse is now a federal crime. And this is really good because this shines a light on something that's usually not taken seriously. So if you live in the United States and you're a zoophile, or if you're a scumbag named, you better fucking stop what you're doing right fucking now and turn yourself in. Anyways, let's talk about number 4, PewDiePie. This year, I believe that PewDiePie should be on this list for a good few reasons. For one, my dude married Maritza, and I would just like to give you big congratulations on getting married. The gamer army is proud of you. Another thing that Felix achieved this year was reaching 100 million subs. Now that is a big accomplishment. We did unfortunately lose the T-Series though, but then again, what do you expect from a company that advertises their videos on pirated movie sites? Lastly, Felix got the Twitter SJWs triggered again by accidentally misgendering someone on a Dr. Phil episode. And of course, the Twitter SJWs try to ruin him again because they're cancel culture enthusiasts who are narcissistic hypocrites. I can just imagine one of them going, "Joey Comment 45 is part of Felix Nazi regime." You know what I gotta say to that?
Go fuck yourself.
Now, it's time for number 3, South Park. Oh boy, this season had a controversial episode. The episode I'm talking about, of course, is Banned in China. In this episode, spoilers by the way, Randy tries to make a deal with the Chinese government in order to grow Integrity Farms financially. So what he ends up doing is hopping on a plane to China. On the plane, we see Disney characters in the NBA, which implies that they're also selling up to China for money. However, later on in the show, Randy gets sent to jail for bringing weed into China, since weed is illegal there. In the prison, we see a prisoner get shot, and we also see Winnie the Pooh and Piglet in another cell across from Randy's. This is a nod towards the fact that people say Xi Jinping, I probably butchered that name, looks like Winnie the Pooh. Later on, Randy makes a deal with the Chinese government to buy his weed. Turns out, they only bought it to plan on protesters to arrest them. Also in this episode, we see Stan in a band with Kenny, Butters, and Jimmy. Later, they realize that in order to get Hollywood famous, they have to suck up to the Chinese government. There's a scene where a Chinese soldier, try saying that 3 times fast, is looking over Stan's shoulder and telling him what to write and what not to write. Anyways, after this episode aired, guess what happened? South Park got banned in China. So what do Matt Stone and Trey Parker do? They write an apology letter to China. Well, it's not really an apology letter. It's a sarcastic apology letter. And you know, I just gotta say bravo for Matt and Trey. You deserve the number 3 spot. But now it's time to get to number 2. The National Hockey League. So what's something that the National Hockey League can do better than the NFL? That's right, paying respects towards the dead. Not going into full detail in this video, but last year Steven Hillenburg, the creator of SpongeBob, died from ALS. So us fans wanted Sweet Victory to be played at the Super Bowl, but they fucked that up. Fortunately, the NHL knew what to do. They actually played Sweet Victory in full. No major bullshit. The only thing they changed was them changing the band members' uniforms to green to represent the Dallas Stars and showing the audience at the hockey game. That's it. NHL, if you're seeing this, I think what you did was amazing. And I would just like to say rest in peace, Steven. You made a very iconic kids show that many kids love. Can I get a drum roll please for number 1? Number 1, Joker. Of course, the biggest W of this year is none other than Joker, the most controversial movie of this year, if not this decade. This movie pissed off so many soy boy critics and journalists alike for so many goddamn reasons. They were trying to get this movie out of theaters by saying stupid shit like, it's a movie about white racist males, when that is totally the opposite of what the movie is supposed to be about. It's about Joker's origin story, how society wronged him and made him the Joker. And let's not forget that media outlets, verified journalists on Twitter, and YouTubers turned shield for the mainstream media were saying, this movie is gonna inspire incels to shoot up a movie theater. They were saying that because they wanted to use a massacre to get clicks on their failing news sites, and they also wanted to use another mass shooting to push more gun control narratives. And do you want to know how many shootings happen at Joker screenplays? That's right, a whopping 0. That's right, 0. And last but not least, people were saying that this movie was gonna flop. And guess what? They're wrong. This movie had a budget of $62.5 million. And once you know, it made over $1 billion in the box office. That's around 17 times the amount of the budget. This also made Joker the first R-rated movie ever to reach $1 billion at the global box office. So congrats, Joker, for being the biggest W of this year. You get what you fucking deserve. So this was my list of the top 10 biggest W's of 2019. Do you agree? Disagree? Tell me your opinion in the comments below. Tune in tomorrow where we will be reviewing the top 10 L's of 2019. Okay, peace out.